Hey guys, this is Bumblebee85 coming at you again with another video review. This time I'm going back in the world of Transformers. Titans Return, that is. And I have Darkmoon and Astrotrain. These are Voyager class figures. And I'm going to take a look at him out of the package really soon. And I also found Decepticon Fangry. He's the only one I found of the new wave, or I believe it's the third wave of Titans Return Titan Master figures. So my enjoy the play at the end of the video, we'll have to take a closer look at this guy. But my actual review is of Titans Return Astrotrain here. So this is his packaging with the nice artwork I've pointed out several times. And he does transform in 11 steps. He is a triple changer. He transforms from robot to space shuttle to Cybertronian train type thing. And the headmaster transforms in a nice easy one step, becomes Astrotrain's head. Quick look at his bio. You can pause it there and read it if you like. And the Titan Master can actually travel around in the different forms on Astrotrain. And the Titan Master, like all the other Titan Masters, can be transformed and used with the various size class of the figures, from leader class right down to the legend size figures. So that's look at the box. Nothing special. Let me get them out and take a look at them. Now here is Astrotrain with his Titan Master Darkmoon out of the package. He first off does come with this cool collector's card which matches the box art. And on the back he has his stats in red, Astrotrain's stats in red, and when Darkmoon is attached to him, his stats get bumped up to the blue line. And that's basically the same thing for all Titan Masters. So that's his bio card. Also does come with two weapons, and they do combine. I'll show that off a little bit later. This is a seat for the Titan Master to sit in, and the gun just sits on top there. But he does peg those in. This is more traditional Astrotrain looking gun, and this is his other gun, and they simply just do plug right into his hands. He also does come with this cool little gimmick that some of the Titan Masters all seem to have this head gimmick also along with their Titan Master head gimmick, so there's like two head gimmicks in one. It's the same with Galvatron. He kind of had a head gimmick within a head gimmick, so this is the Voyager class Astrotrain, and you can get rid of these shoulder pads or pylon thingies to the next to the head just by pushing them down, and you can hit this little switch by pulling it down. And I'll show that closer to the camera in case you didn't see. You can push these down so you can give them a better head movement, but I think to resemble his animation model, I believe, had these pylons on the side. So you can push that down. There's this little lever here in the bottom. You just push that down and those pop up. And with that still attached, there is a head joint that slightly rotates, and you still get more rotation out of the actual head there. But this is Astrotrain, and he is an updated model. He's now going to be the classics Astrotrain that we have on display in my collection. Here he is next to his actual older Astrotrain counterpart here from the Titans, or from the Transformer Generations Classics line. A little lackluster. The Takara had a better version. This is the Hasbro version. Takara had a better painted version, but similar in design, the tiny version, and he was always too small to begin with, so now we have this Voyager. This was just a deluxe figure. Now we have this Voyager class figure that will fit in better with the collection that way. But he'll go away in a box, and then this one will now be displayed on the shelf. Now we'll go over his articulation really quick. He does have shoulder swivels, rotate all the way around. He's got the hinge up there, bicep swivel, single hinge elbows, which give a little more than 90 degrees. He does have a wrist hinge, but that's due to transformation. The head rotates, we've done that already. There is no waist swivel. The hips are on this hinge here, ratchety click, and they do split out that far there, all the way up. He can kick forward and he can kick back. The wings get in the way, but you can adjust that. He's got the upper thigh swivel, this single hinge knee, which can get out of the way there, 90-degree bend there, and he does have some ankle tilt due to a transformation also. But other than that, that's his articulation, nice and quick. Now he is a reuse of the mold that we got with Sentinel Prime. Sentinel Prime was the mold that came out first, the all-orange character. I didn't get him. I knew this was coming, so I said the Sentinel Prime was a lesser character that I wanted or needed in my collection. I wanted the better Astrotrain, so I'm trying to limit myself to only one mold of each of these Titan Master characters, besides the actual Titan Master figures himself. But there's the Titan Master Astrotrain in robot form. So we're going to go ahead and transform him into his spaceship mode. First we'll remove Darkmoon from Astrotrain. He's on there really good. He pops in there by his head. We'll show him off. Here is the face sculpt of Astrotrain. Focus. It's got some painted on the front there. It's got some painted eyes in there. And he simply just folds out in half. And this is Darkmoon, with no painted detail at all. Just a little Titan Master there. So that's Darkmoon. So then the first step we do, we want to fold these wrists in out of the way. Then we want to come and lay his feet flat. Laying his feet flat. Then we're going to rotate these at the thigh, the upper thigh there, and there's some notches and pegs here. You line those up. These wheels kind of just get lined up there. You snap those together like so, and that stays together. Then you flip up these panels here, and you put them back. They just force this V here, kind of just forces the together. It straightens out his body basically. It says to flip out this little landing gear piece here. It's showing to flip these things out like that, but the directions are showing them wrong, where the arrows are pointing to flip them in, but they do flip out, I guess. And then we flip the figure over. Then we do the same thing with the panels that we did on the bottom of the legs, and we notch those. This little notch goes in between there, and that too just straightens him out. And we bend these wings a little bit, like so, and you fold those out a little bit, and so when we flatten these out, there are some tabs under the wing that notch into the arm there that I just noticed. So that will hold those wings flush against the side of Astrotrain. A little fiddly at first. These legs seem to like pop apart a little bit, but once you get them together, and I believe these are the landing gear that they want you to flip out from underneath. So he does have some landing gear on the bottom. Now you're supposed to be able to take your Titan Master here, fold them out, put them in this seat gun here, and you're supposed to be able to take this gun and peg it on there, and that's his little weapon flying around. And it shows you can plug this onto the side of the space shuttle there of Astrotrain. And you can fly around like that. Or you can simply remove Darkmoon and plug these weapons throughout the figure himself. There's lots of holes. You can just plug those in anywhere you would like. So you can remove those. And another little play feature for Darkmoon is this. He doesn't go in the actual cockpit of the shuttle type area. This piece here does flip forward. It's a clear see-through piece. And you can take Darkmoon and you can set him inside and flip him up. And now he's flying in the shuttle up here. I do like these Decepticon logos on here. Tampographed on the wings there. That's kind of cool. And you can see, since it is clear purple plastic, you can see through and see Darkmoon there. So let's remove him. That is all the play features that are included in this shuttle mode. Space shuttle mode. A little chunky, but still resembles a space shuttle, I find, more than this space vehicle. This definitely went for the space shuttle look. Earth style space shuttle. So, but we do have a new Astrotrain, and this is the one again we'll be displaying on the shelf. Now for train mode, there's a little more, each mode for a triple changer, one mode seems to be a little more lackluster than the others. Robot mode was great, and the shuttle mode seems to be alright, a little flat, but definitely not reminiscent of the G1 original 1986 movie there. When Devastator is basically forming inside Astrotrain, there's no way this, with a shuttle this flat, that he would be able to transport all of Devastator inside of him. But this is the new updated version, and this is the model that they went after, I guess. So, transforming him into shuttle mode, we do release these wings from the arms. Untabbing that. Like so. And then we reflip these tabs, these notches, these plates or whatever, back over top. We flip him 180 degrees. We tuck that landing gear back in. We tuck these landing gears back in. And we rotate these all the way to the front over again. Now it says to lift the arms straight out like so. And then we split them up right from the hips. Opening these panels, which let the feet, opening this panel here, and then simply rotating his feet all the way around, and then closing that back up. And I think you want to do that for obviously both sides. You flip that panel, rotate the foot, and then reclose the panel. Nice little click there. So we continue on. As we bring the feet up from the hip all the way, it disconnects from there, and then you take the arms and you actually, there's a little tab, I guess, it just kind of sits, wedges its way in there and actually connects on both sides there. And it even has a little clicking sign or sound or in the instructions showing that you're supposed to do that. So then you actually do want to flip the figure so that it ends up looking like this in the directions, like so. Then you take this backpack piece, you flip that to the back, and now you take these panels again and you flip those out, and this little notch here will peg into that hole, and you do that on both sides. If you missed that up there, you take that down, this peg into this hole, and that holds it right like that. And you're going to want to do the same on the bottom with those other panels. And these panels are actually forming some of the wheels for the train. As you can see on both sides, they hide the wheels for the train. So again, we're supposed to have him like this. We're going to rotate him around like so. And we take this backpack piece and you'd rotate it this way, and then you bring the wings down, and those tabs underneath will lock into this notch there, and both sides of the figure forming the side of this space train. And then you put these fins straight up like so, and that is supposed to be his space train mode. And you are to peg these guns like so on both sides of the figure. And this gun is really loose, floppy. So maybe we'll try plugging it in that way. No. On the side. There, fits with this peg. This peg seems to be better sized than these other two pegs on this. So that's theirs. And then again, he fits up in this cockpit. Darkmoon can fit up top and ride the train to work. And basically it looks the same going forward and backward. Got the same things. He's got these molded on guns, painted black. You can't do anything with them. That's how they look. Two things I've actually noticed here with train mode. There are wheels on the bottom here, here, and here, so he does and can roll. One thing I've noticed on this mold that is not there at all, even the little pegs that I've noticed on like Galvatron, where you can actually take a Titan Master and stand him on the larger figures, especially with Fortress Maximus and Power Master Prime I found, but I have not found any like little pegs anywhere on this figure. I could be wrong. If I am, let me know in the comments, but I haven't found any little pegged areas that you can make them stand on or anything like that at all. So that's one weird thing that this mold I've noticed does not have. So. And here's a quick little comparison to the Generations version Astrotrain. It was a nice little bullet train. I actually liked the design of the train. A little clunky on the back, you know, this engine's hanging off the back there. But generally it was a pretty cool, or at least you could identify that as a train. This is definitely a Cybertronian type train with these turrets and stuff going on here. But this is Astrotrain. Pretty simple transformation. I like him. He's definitely going to take the place on the shelf over the Classics Generation Astrotrain there. So I don't hate him. I feel like if they could have given us a more traditional style train, maybe more resemblant of the actual cartoon from the 80s. Would have appreciated it a little bit more, but they seem to give us this style here, which isn't horrible, like I said, but it's definitely different. And getting these hands back out are a little troublesome if you don't have any fingernails, that's for sure. Very good. There we go. And then that gimmick with the head. Make sure you take a Darkmoon out of the back there and attach him on there. That is Titans Return, Astrotrain, and Darkmoon. Cool figure. But stay tuned for my Enjoy the Play. Now, here's my Enjoy the Play, a little bonus. I didn't just want to do a whole nother review just on a Titan Master that I had just received. So this is Fangry. I'm going to quickly open him up here and show what he's all about. There's a lot of tape on these. Open them right up here. We've got his instructions, just like Astrotrain came with his instructions. Here's a quick look at Fangry in animal mode. Beast mode, well, not beast mode. This would be the technically robot mode, I would believe. Here's a quick look at actually Fangry in his little Titan Master mode here. Again, no paint, just the detail of the purple and the black. And here's what he looks like transformed. Just fold him over, and a bright green face, the black shell around the head. He's got his pointy little chin there. But that's Fangry, and you do him right in the back. You just store right in there. You kind of want to line up the pegs in his feet, or the pegs on the body there with the holes in his feet. You just push him up, get him nice and snug up there on the chest, and you can close this the wings back off and fold that back down, and there you have him stored inside of Fangry there. But he does have another transformation, because these things are kind of like a triple changer. So you pop him back out, and we simply push the wolf head into the body. Kind of flip these legs up, like so. This reveals the dragon head there, and the wings just stay flat. And then you take the Titan Master, you put him in a little seating position, like so. It shows the legs, the feet tuck into this little back area here, and he just rides his little dragon. Kind of cool. Here he is with Brawn. Just a comparison. Brawn's kind of long. Here's one with 8 face, kind of same deal. The little Titan Master rides on the back of the animal. Then we have his weapon mode also. We want to just leave Fangry there, the Titan Master, inside. So you put him back inside. Force him in there, like so. So yeah, when you have the Titan Master in, you want to push him all the way so that you can fold this dragon head handle flush against the back, the wings up, the wolf head forward, and then his tail and his feet become blasters for Titan Masters to hold Fangry, and you can attach it to all the Titan Masters, and they have weapon modes. And he's got the triple blaster there, his feet and his tail become weapons. So overall, a neat little triple changer that is now paired up with my triple changer Astrotrain. We'll take a quick little peek here. Let's see what Fangry looks like attached to Astrotrain. He doesn't definitely stand. He does stand out a little more, his face. But that's the play feature you basically get with all of these Titan Masters. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Stick around, there's definitely more coming. I've recently picked up Fortress Maximus, Titan's Return Fortress Maximus, so I might do a review of him coming up. And I hope you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and do all that fun stuff at the bottom. I'm getting close to 200 subscribers, and I'd really like to try and do some sort of giveaway if possible. I'm not sure how to do it yet. I've never done one, but I'm definitely looking into it. So please stick around and enjoy Bumblebee 85 Has Toys.